Hey, we just did an Accusump install, so I'm going to go over some of the details and show you how effective it is. Let me get the hood and the bumper off and I'll give you a closer look. Alright, we got our hood and our bumper off. Here's the Accusump installed. Pretty simple install. We have a bunch of oil coolers on this car, so the Accusump is teed into the oil cooler circuit. We have a check valve here, so oil can't flow backwards. We have an electric valve here to activate the Accusump, and it's teed in to our oil cooler circuit here. Accusump has a really simple way to describe how this thing works. Think of it as a balloon. When the engine is running, the oil pump is filling up a balloon of oil pressure, and in any scenario where your oil pressure drops, that balloon continues to supply oil pressure for a certain amount of time. So here you can see we have an electric valve, we have a check valve so oil doesn't flow backwards through the oil cooling circuit, and there's our T. It's teed into the oil cooler circuit right there. On this side would be the air side. Normally it comes with a gauge and a fitting to inflate the air side right here, but a lot of people install these in a place where they're not so accessible. So I put this little fitting in line, and we have our little valve stem and pressure gauge right there. So you can see right now that we have 50 psi of air pressure. So when I open this valve, you're going to be able to see the Accusump do its thing and feed oil to the car without the engine running. So this will be kind of a pre-oiling scenario. So I'll hop in the car and show you how that works now. I have my Accusump tied to my fuel pump circuit, so I can command it here. You can wire these things up multiple ways, but here's how I did mine. Look at that. This is a good example of pre-oiling. This supplies oil to the motor before it turns over. A lot of people say that the most engine wear occurs on the first crank before the engine has oil pressure. You install an Accusump, you can eliminate that altogether. I'll keep this going for a little bit. We'll just see how long this thing goes. If the Accusump is a balloon, right now it's deflating and pushing oil into the motor. I'm going to run out of time here. While this is draining down, think of this as your surge protection too. Anytime the car is running, I'm going to have this valve open. Any sudden change in oil pressure is going to be eliminated now because this Accusump is going to act like a cushion. Anytime the oil pressure would drop, that balloon is going to continue to feed oil pressure. I have my logs. I might post a picture right here comparing side by side my oil pressure before and after the Accusump. It's still going. There it goes. Pretty cool. There you go. Accusump in action.